Let me show you something.
Hi everyone. Okay, I'm doing the tutorial of the Juliet dress. Not the complete thing. I'm just doing this part here because people are having trouble with that, understanding the pattern. So I have gone ahead and just redone the bodice once more. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I'm doing it in the smallest size. So now I am on where it says left sleeve. Okay, so I'm just using the smallest size to do this. So you start out by making a chain 3 and then double crochet in next 9. So let's go ahead and do that. So hopefully you're at this part of the dress. You've made your bodice and our bodice. I don't know how to pronounce it. And am I on the wrong side here? Possibly. Let me turn this around. Yeah. Okay. So it says to chain 3. So you always start with that chain 3, which represents a double crochet, and then it says 2. I think it's a double crochet. Yeah, so chain 3, which I just did, and then double crochet in the next 9 double crochets, and then make a chain of 50. So I'm just going to start by making my 9 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then I believe the pattern says to make a chain of 50. So chain 3, double crochet in the next 9 double crochets, make a chain of 50. Okay, so I'm going to make the chain of 50. I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to start doing it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do another 40 chains and then I'll meet you back when I've reached 50. And you do the same. Okay, so I did my chain of 50 right here, and then going through the pattern it says to skip 83 stitches and then make a double crochet in the remaining 9. So instead of counting 83, all I did was I went to the beginning and I counted back 9. So you don't have to count all the 83, but if you want to count them you can. So I will now make a double crochet in the last 9. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's my stitch marker, and then I'm going to join it to the top of that chain 3. I'll put it right in there and join, and then I'm going to move the stitch marker and put it up here just like this. Okay, so that's that done. So you've got this chain here. So eventually we're going to be working around and around this chain, in here and around this chain, and that's how you make that stitch. That sleeve. So this is your sleeve, pretty much. So what does it say to do next? So I made that. Let's see, chain of 50. See, it says make a chain of 50. Skip next 83 double crochets and then double crochet in the remaining 9, which we just did. And then join. Remaining 9 double crochets, join. All right, so round 2, it says chain 3 and double crochet in the next 7 because I'm making the smaller size, so I'm doing 7, or if you're making the other sizes, you go according to the bracket. So chain 3, double crochet in 7 double crochets. Holding back on hook the last loop of each double crochet in each of the next 2 double crochets, and in next chain stitch, yarn over, hook, and draw through all 4 loops on hook. 3 double crochet cluster made, double crochet in each chain stitch, 2 within last chain, make 3 double crochet cluster over next chain stitch, and follow 2 double crochets DC in remaining DC, being careful not to twist stitches, and join. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is make a chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then make a double crochet in the first 7 double crochets. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Okay. Okay, so then the next part of that says 2. So I made the 7, and then holding back on loop, holding back on hook the last loop of each double crochet in each of the next 2 double crochets and in next chain stitch. Yarn over, hook, and draw through all 4 loops on hook. 3 double crochet clusters made. So let me see if I can try and demonstrate what this is saying. So you make a double crochet in that. Just do the first part. So that's 1 in the first double crochet. In the second double crochet, do the same thing. So you're doing just the beginning of it. And in the, I guess in the first stitch here, the first chain. Let's see if I can get it in there. And then you go like that, and then you go through all. And that's your first chain 3 double crochet cluster made. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm in the right spot here. Oh, yeah. So we did all 4 loops on hook, 3 double crochet cluster made. Then it says double crochet in each chain stitch to within the last chain. Make, okay, so double crochet in each chain stitch to within the last chain. Make 3 double crochet clusters over next chain stitch and following 2 double crochets. Okay, so what we have to do next is just make a double crochet in each of these chains like this until we get to the very last one. Sorry, I hope I wasn't off camera. So see, now I'm starting to do double crochets in the chain, that long chain that we made. And then just keep doing these double crochets all the way along this chain until you reach the very last chain, and then we're going to make another cluster. Oops. So I'm just going to keep doing this, and I'm going to meet you back. I'm going to keep going along here, making double crochets all the way along, all the way along, all the way along. And then I'm going to stop at the last one, and that's the last chain. I'm going to start my cluster again from here, and then these two. And I'll show you how to do that, but I will just carry on doing these off camera, and I'll meet you back right at the last chain. So you carry on doing the same thing. Okay, so I did my double crochets in each of the chains, and I'm back and I'm at the last chain. So what we have to do is go to the last chain and do that 3 double crochet cluster once again. So I believe this is the last chain right here. Hopefully I'm on camera and you can see everything. So, oops, let me yarn over first of all, and then go in that last chain. Let's see here. I can't see. Just bear with me while I get in there. Okay. So I'm in that last chain, and I'm going to start making the double crochet, right? So you have 2 chains. Now we have to go into, make sure we don't twist. Make sure you don't twist it. Now we have to go into the next one. So we yarn over, go into the next double crochet, pull through the first 2 loops, and then do it one more time, yarn over, go into that next double crochet, pull up a loop, go through the first 2 loops, and then you have 4 loops on your hook, and that is that 3 double crochet cluster made. And now we just continue doing, oops, sorry, I was off camera. And now we just continue making double crochets till we get to here. So let me arrange my yarn and my project so that I can work and try and demonstrate. So we just continue making double crochets all the way, just like this, till we get to that stitch marker, I believe. Just like this. Just like this. And we're going to just keep working. Now we're going to start, it's like you're working in a round, like in a round format. We're working in the round. So here we're at that chain 3 space, or chain 3, not chain 3 space, sorry. Let me take that stitch marker out, and then we're going to join at the top of the chain 3 and make a slip stitch in there. Put the stitch marker back in, and I'll be right back while I read what the next set of instructions is, and I'll walk you through that as well. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what it should look like once you get past that row 2 of the left sleeve. Okay, so now we are on round 3, and what we need to do is do a single crochet in the joining, which I did off camera, and I keep putting my stitch marker in there, and then it says to single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So I will quickly do that. I have to do it step by step, otherwise I will get confused here. So the next stitch, I believe, is right here. So I'm going to do 6 single crochets in the next 6 stitches. So 1 and 2, go into the next 3, go into the next 4, go into the next 5, and go into the next. That's 6 single crochets. And then we are to do, I'm just slowly going through this pattern, single crochet in next 6 stitches, draw up a loop in each of the next 3 stitches. So I will do that. Draw up a loop over the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, drop a loop, 2, drop a loop, 3, drop a loop. So then you have 4 stitches on your hook. So I'm just slowly going through the pattern so I don't miss anything. So yarn over hook, and then it says draw through all 4 loops on hook. Draw through all 4 loops on hook, and that makes a 2 double crochet decrease, I believe. Let me just look at this again. Yeah, draw through all 4 loops on hook, and it says in brackets 2 decreased over 3 stitches. Then it says to single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So let's do that. So single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Okay, and then it says half double crochet in next 2 stitches. So let's do that. I have to do it step by step because it's just, there's too many instructions. So half double crochet in the next 2, so you yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then go through all 3, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then you have 3 loops on the hook and draw up a loop, draw through all 3. So that's 2 double crochets made. Okay, sorry, it says 2 half double crochets made in the next 2 stitches, and then it says 2 double crochets in each of the next 5 stitches. So let me just make sure. 2 double crochets in each of the next 5 stitches. Okay, so that looks like an increase to me. So you yarn over, go into the next, and you make 2 double crochets in that next stitch, and we're going to repeat this for a total of 5 times. So that was 1, go into the next, 1 and 2 double crochets, that's 2, go into the next, oops, hold on, slowly, 1 and 2, so that's 3, and then do it to the next stitch, 1 and 2, so that's 4, and then 1 and 2, so that's 5. So let's look at this. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes. So, okay, so the next thing we need to do, according to the pattern, is once we did that increase of the 2 double crochets in each of the next 5, we're to make 3 double crochets in each of the next 20. So I'm just going to do a few on camera, and then I'll meet you at the end. So let's just do like this. 1, 2, and 3. So that's 1. So we have to repeat this 19 more times. So I'll just do one more on camera. So 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So we're increasing, right? So we have to continue doing this 3 double crochets until we reach 20. So I'm going to do this off camera. I'll meet you when I finish this section of this round. Okay, so I'm not finished it yet, but I just thought I would give you this little tip. It might be easier. I counted all the way to 20, and I put a stitch marker in there so I know that that's the end of doing 3 double crochets in each of these stitches. So it might make it easier so you don't lose count. Okay, so I've done that. I've reached my stitch marker. And the next set of instructions says to make 2 double crochets in each of the next 5, like we just did prior to this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, hopefully I'm on camera, 4, and 5. So 2 double crochets in the next 5 stitches, just like this. All right, so that's more increasing. Okay, so then it says to half double crochet in the next half double crochet in next 2 stitches. So let me highlight that. Half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And we do that by yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull through all 3, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull through all 3. So that's that. Half double crochet in the next 2 single crochets. Oh no, in the next 2 stitches, and then it says single crochet in next 6 stitches. So let me highlight that so I don't get confused. Single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So let's do that. So single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. All right, and then it says decrease over next 3 stitches as before. So let me highlight that so I don't get confused. As before. Okay. So that we do that by going into the next 3 stitches. Let's see here. Let's get organized. So you go into 3 stitches. So go in, pull up a loop. That's 1. Go in, pull up a loop. That's 2. Go in, pull up a loop. That's 3. Then you have 4 stitches on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 4. So that makes a decrease. Decrease over next 3 stitches as before. And then it says single crochet in 6 stitches. Okay. So I may have put this in the wrong spot, but let me just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 single crochets. And then let me make sure. Single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Join with slip stitch to first single crochet. All right. So the first single crochet is up here where this stitch marker is. So we're going to slip stitch to join. That's what it said, right? Yes, join with slip stitch. All right. So that's round 3 done. Okay, so now I'm on round 4. I'm trying to do it step by step because there's so many instructions in each round. And what it says to do is to do a chain 1. So chain 1 and single crochet in joining. So this is where I joined. So I believe I make a single crochet in here. Just like that. So I'm going to underline that so I know I've done that so I don't get confused. Okay, and then it says single crochet in next 5 stitches. So I'm going to do that. So single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I'm going to underline that so I know I've done that. Single crochet in next 5 stitches. And then it says decrease 2 single crochets over next 3 stitches. Okay, so in order to do that, you're supposed to go into the next 3 stitches. So you insert and yarn over and pull through once, insert, yarn over and pull through twice, insert, yarn over, insert, yarn over and pull through again. And then you have 4 loops on your hook, and then you yarn over, and that's how you do that. And my batteries are dying, so I will be right back. Okay, so I've done that. Change my battery. And then it says single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So I'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let me look at the pattern again. This is the only way I can do this without getting confused and trying to show you all at the same time. And then it says half double crochet in next 2 stitches. So let's do that. So half double crochet in next 2 stitches. How we do that is we yarn over, we go into the next stitch, pull through, and then pull through all 3. So that's 1 half double crochet, and then do it in the next one. Pull through and through all 3. So that's half double crocheted in the next 2 stitches. So I'm going to underline that so I don't get confused. Alright, so we've done that, and now we have to do 80 double crochets, or sorry, 1 double crochet in each of the next 80 stitches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count 80 and put another stitch marker in, and just make it easier for me. And you can do the same if you like, but I'll just do a few on camera. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to continue by counting all the way till I get to 80, put the stitch marker in, and then make my double crochets until right up to the stitch marker and in the stitch marker. So you do that as well. Okay, so I've done my 80 double crochets, and now that's where the stitch marker was. That's where the last one was, in there. And then the next thing the pattern says, I have to go through it very slowly, otherwise I will miss something, and I don't want to give you misdirections. And then it says half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So let's do that quickly. Half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So I just worked into here, so I'm going to go into the next stitch, which is here, I believe. And I will do 1 half double crochet in there, and then go in the next stitch and do another half double crochet in there. And then the pattern says single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So let me highlight that. So single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So let's do that. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's that. And then it says to decrease 2 single crochets over the next 3 stitches like we did before. So let me quickly show you how to do that again. So we do that by going into 1 stitch, yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, and go into the next stitch, yarn over. You have 4 on your hook, and then you pull through all those loops. So we've done that, and then it says single crochet in each remaining single crochet and join. And then it says 4 stitches less on last round. And then once we do that, then we'll be on round 5. So we have to just go and do single crochets all the way along here. Okay, so the last thing to do in round 4 is make a single crochet in each stitch until you get to the end. So I'm just going to do that. And right to the end, to where the stitch marker is. And then it says to join. So when you get here, you join. So I'm just going to remove the stitch marker, join with the slip stitch, and put that stitch marker back on. And I'll meet you back so we can start talking about round 5. Okay, so we're starting round 5 of the sleeve. This is how it's looking. It's looking good. And the first thing it says for us to do is to make a chain 1. chain one, sorry. So chain one and then single crochet in the joining. So I believe you just go back in there. That's how I would interpret that. And do that. Make a single crochet in the joining. So chain one, and I'm just highlighting this, single crochet in joining, and then it says single crochet in next 4 stitches. So let me highlight that and show you how I would do that. Single crochet in next 4 stitches. So just go into the next one, single crochet, that's 1, next one, single crochet, that's 2, next one, single crochet, that's 3, next one, single crochet, that's 4. So that's 1 single crochet, and next 4 stitches, and then it says decrease 2 single crochet over next 3 stitches. So let me highlight that. So let's do that again. So we do that decrease again. So you go into 1, into 2, into 3, and then yarn over. So that's that decrease. Decrease 2 single crochet over next 3 stitches, and then it says single crochet in next 4 stitches. So let's do that. And you can follow along in the pattern as well. So single crochet in the next 4, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then it says half double crochet in 2 stitches. So I'm going to just highlight that so I know that that's where we are. So half double crochet in 2 stitches. Okay, so we do that by yarning over, going into the next stitch, make a half double, yarn over, go into the next, make a half double. So that's done. Then it says double crochet in next 80 stitches. So we got to repeat that again. Double crochet in next 80 double crochets. So I'm going to just do a few on camera. I'm going to count like I did last time, put a stitch marker in, and I'll meet you back. So let me just do a couple. Oops, I totally did that wrong. Let me do that again. So to do the double crochet, you yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. I will do one more, and then, so that's 2. So I got to make 78 more in the next 78 stitches. So I'm going to count, put a stitch marker in like I did here, and I'll meet you when we reach that point. Okay, so I've completed the 80, and then, so this, I reached the stitch marker, and then it says to make half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So make sure I'm going the right way here. Yes. So I just did a double crochet in there, so I'm going to make 2 half doubles in the next 2 stitches. So that's 1. Make sure I'm in the next stitch, and 2. Okay, right. So make sure I'm doing that right. Okay, and then it says to do a single crochet in the next 4. So I'm going to highlight it so I know where I am. So single crochet in the next 4 stitches. This thing is running away on me, this highlighter. Okay, so a single crochet in the next 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then it says decrease 2 single crochet over next 3. So we're going to do that again. So decrease over the next 3. So we do that again by going into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 4 loops. So that is done, and then it says single crochet in each remaining single crochet. So let me just highlight that. So I will do a few and meet you back. So you just got to make single crochets all the way to the stitch marker. So I'll just do a couple, and I will meet you when I get to the end. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'll meet you right back. Okay, so I'm just coming to the end of the round, so I'm going to show you how I end it. I took the stitch marker out, so I'm going to just join at the top here. This is how I believe to follow the instructions, just like that. So you make a slip stitch, and then I put the stitch marker in, and then hopefully I have this on camera here. Trying to show you to the best of my ability. I'll go right in there. Put the stitch marker in, and then it says for round 6, chain 1 and single crochet and joining. And joining single crochet. So it's chain 1 and then single crochet in that same stitch where you just joined. Excuse me. If I can see what I'm doing. And try and show you what to do. So that's how I believe that is my interpretation of this pattern. Alright, so chain 1, single crochet, joining. So we just did that, and then it says single crochet in each single crochet to within 1 single crochet before next decrease. Okay, so single crochet in each single crochet to within 1 single crochet before next decrease. So let me see if I can show you what that looks like. So we're going to do single crochets all the way along until you get to that. There's the first decrease right here. So to within 1. So I believe it's here, because then this is the decrease in here, right? So I believe we go to here all the way to, because that's where we join them all. This is where we join them all. So this is the one before. So we're going to go all the way to here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 single crochets? Yeah. So let's just quickly do that on camera. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think you could work in there. So this is where we join them all. Maybe it's just the one before. To within 1. So let's just do 3. 1, 2, 3, and then to within 1, because then that's where it joined. Yes. Okay. So that's what we just did. So let me highlight that so I don't get confused. Then it says decrease 2 single crochets over next 3 stitches again. So let me just show you how to do that again. So we do that by going into the next stitch, 1, the next stitch 2, the next stitch 3, so you have 4 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all of those. So we just did a decrease, single crochet next 3, let's see, that's what I did, and then single crochet in next 3 stitches. It says to do, so we're going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So that's here, 1, 2, and 3, and then it says to half double crochet in next 2 stitches. So I have to do it in little bits and pieces, otherwise I will totally get confused. I have to do it this way, and I hope it's helpful, and I hope that you understand. So half double crochet in the next 2. Okay, oops, that doesn't feel right. I'm going to do that one more time quickly. Half double crochet in the next 2. Okay, so that's done. So I highlighted it, and then it says DC in each stitch to within 6 stitches before next decrease. So double crochet in each stitch to within, how many did it say? To within 6 stitches before the decrease. So we're going to start making double crochets all along until we get to that next decrease. Let me see, where are you, decrease? So I think this was like those 80 stitches that we did, and then we went all the way along. Here it is. Here's the decrease right here. So it was I would say about here, because then there's a stitch. I believe so. Could be either here or here. So you're going to go along and do all those double crochets. I hope this makes sense. I'm really trying to help you all. I'm going to put a stitch marker in here, and I'm going to start making double crochets all the way along till I get to this point. And when I get here, I will come back, because I believe there's another, oh, it says to six stitches. I did that wrong actually. So it should be 1, 2, hang on. That's 1. Okay, this is the decrease here. So I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I believe it's here. So let me put the stitch marker to within 6 stitches of the decrease. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the camera off, and I'm going to start making double crochets to the stitch marker, which is placed within 6 stitches of the decrease of the next decrease. Meet you back. Okay, so I've done that, and now it says to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So that's 1, yarn over, going to the next, and 2, and then it says to single crochet in next 3 stitches. So many little steps in this, so I have to do it step by step. Single crochet in next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then it says decrease over next 3 stitches again. So I will show you how to do that. So you go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, that's 1. Go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, that's 2. And go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then you've got 4 on your hook, and you pull through. I have to go grab that highlighter. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did the decrease, and then it says to single crochet in the remaining single crochets. So just do that till you get to the stitch marker and meet me back. We're almost there, but I'm going to shut off the camera and meet you back. Okay, so I took the stitch marker off. I'm going to join right in here. Put the stitch marker back on, and then the pattern says to repeat this round again. So we have to repeat round 5. Is it round 5? Round 6. We have to repeat round 6 all over again. So I'm going to try and put the clip of it if you want to follow along instead of you having to rewind it. So I'll put the clip in twice. Hopefully I can figure out how to do that in my editing part of it. But basically what we're going to do, I can just start it again. So you chain 1 and then you single crochet in that same place that you joined. And then, so I'm just going to read it. So chain 1, single crochet and joining, single crochet in each single crochet to within 1 single crochet before next decrease, which I just showed you how to do. Then you decrease 2 single crochets over next 3 stitches, single crochet in next 3 stitches, and then half double crochet in next 2. Decrease in each stitch to within last 6, no, not decrease, double crochet in each stitch to within last 6 stitches before next decrease, half double crochet in next 2, and then single crochet in next 3 stitches, decrease 2 single crochets over next 3 stitches, and single crochet in each remaining single crochet and join. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then I'm going to try and put that clip in that I just did prior to this, which is round 6, so you can follow it again if you want to do it that way. I will do that for you, and then you can follow that, and then we'll go on to the remaining of this. The remaining, repeat last. I'll come back and start reading this again to you. Okay, doesn't say which round we're on. I will be right back. And joining single crochet. So it's chain 1 and then single crochet in that same stitch where you just joined. Excuse me. If I can see what I'm doing and try and show you what to do. So that's how I believe that is my interpretation of this pattern. All right, so chain 1, single crochet, joining. So we just did that, and then it says single crochet in each single crochet to within 1 single crochet before next decrease. Okay, so single crochet in each single crochet to within 1 single crochet before next decrease. So let me see if I can show you what that looks like. So we're going to do single crochets all the way along until you get to that. There's the first decrease right here. So to within 1. So I believe it's here, because then this is the decrease in here, right? So I believe we go to here, all the way to, because that's where we join them all. This is where we join them all. So this is the one before. So we're going to go all the way to here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 single crochets? Yeah. So let's just quickly do that on camera. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think you could work in there. So this is where we join them all. Maybe it's just the one before. To within 1. So let's just do 3. 1, 2, 3, and then to within 1, because then that's where it joined. Yes. Okay. So that's what we just did. So let me highlight that so I don't get confused. Then it says decrease 2 single crochets over next 3 stitches again. So let me just show you how to do that again. So we do that by going into the next stitch, 1, the next stitch 2, the next stitch 3, so you have 4 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all of those. So we just did a decrease. Single crochet next 3, let's see, that's what I did, and then single crochet in next 3 stitches. It says to do, so we're going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So that's here, 1, 2, and 3, and then it says to half double crochet in next 2 stitches. So I have to do it in little bits and pieces, otherwise I will totally get confused. I have to do it this way. And I hope it's helpful, and I hope that you understand. So half double crochet in the next 2. Okay. Oops, that doesn't feel right. Let me do that one more time quickly. Half double crochet in the next 2. Okay, so that's done. So I've highlighted it, and then it says DC in each stitch to within 6 stitches before next decrease. So double crochet in each stitch to within, how many did it say? To within 6 stitches before the decrease. So we're going to start making double crochets all along until we get to that next decrease. Let me see, where are you, decrease? So I think this was like those 80 stitches that we did, and then we went all the way along. Here it is. Here's the decrease right here. So it was, I would say about here, because then there's a stitch. I believe so. Could be either here or here. So you're going to go along and do all those double crochets. I hope this makes sense. I'm really trying to help you all. I'm going to put a stitch marker in here, and I'm going to start making double crochets all the way along till I get to this point. And when I get here, I will come back, because I believe there's another, oh, it says to 6 stitches. I did that wrong actually. So it should be 1, 2, hang on. That's 1. Okay, this is the decrease here. So I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I believe it's here. So let me put the stitch marker to within 6 stitches of the decrease. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the camera off and I'm going to start making double crochets to the stitch marker, which is placed within 6 stitches of the decrease of the next decrease. Meet you back. Okay, so I've done that. And now it says to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So that's 1, yarn over, going to the next, and 2. And then it says to single crochet in next 3 stitches. So many little steps in this. So I have to do it step by step. Single crochet in next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then it says decrease over next 3 stitches again. So I will show you how to do that. So you go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, that's 1. Go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, that's 2. And go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then you've got 4 on your hook, and you pull through. I have to go grab that highlighter. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did the decrease, and then it says to single crochet in the remaining single crochets. So just do that till you get to the stitch marker and meet me back. We're almost there, but I'm going to shut off the camera and meet you back. Okay, so I took the stitch marker off. I'm going to join right in here. Put the stitch marker back on, and then so actually what it says in the pattern is, so we did round 6, we just did round 6, and then it says join, and then repeat last round 2 times. So I'm going to do it 2 more times because I'm doing the smallest size, or if you were doing these other sizes, you follow that. So I'm going to do round 6 2 more times. Okay, so I will meet you back, and then it says next round. It doesn't say round 7. It just says next round. So I'll meet you back once I finish round 6 2 more times. I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I did that 2 more times. Oops, I moved the camera all over the place here. So I did row 6 a total of 3 times. So this is what the sleeve is looking like now. So now on the pattern it says, look at it here. So here it says next round. Okay, it says chain 1 and single crochet and joining. So let me do that. You have to do it step by step, otherwise you will get confused. So chain 1, and I will get confused. Chain 1, and then I single crochet back in there. That's how I interpret that. Okay, and then let me grab my glasses. Okay, so now it says draw up a loop in each of the next 2 stitches. Yarn over hook and draw through all 3 loops. And that is called a joint single crochet. So we go draw up a loop in each of the next 2 stitches, yarn over and draw through all 3 loops on hook, joint single crochet made. So let me see if I can demonstrate how I do that. So draw up a loop in next 2 stitches. Before it was next 3 stitches. Now we're doing 2 stitches. So you go 1 and 2, and then you go through all 3 loops. So that's called a joint single crochet made. And then it says make joint single crochet over 2 stitches twice more. So I guess do that 2 more times. That's how I would interpret that. So you go into that 1, 2, so that's 1, and then do it again. 1 and 2 and 2. So that's done, I believe. So make joint single crochet over 2 stitches twice more. Then double crochet in each stitch to within last 6 stitches of the double crochet in each stitch to within last 6 stitches. Okay, joint single crochet over 2. Okay, so I guess within the last 6 stitches. Yes, within the last 6 stitches of the whole thing, and then you do a joint single crochet over 2 stitches 3 times. Okay, hopefully this will make sense. So what I'm going to do, because it takes, it says joint single crochet over 2 stitches 3 more times, so you're doing over 2 stitches, so you need to leave 6 stitches to do that at the end. So you go all the way around doing the double crochets until you get to within 6 of these, because then you have to do that joint single crochet 3 times. So I'm going to put a stitch marker in to within 6, and then I'll meet you there, and then I'll show you how to do the ending of it. Sorry, it wasn't even on camera. I'll put my stitch marker to within 6, so around here somewhere. I have to count. I have to go off camera and count. Put my stitch marker in, make my double crochets all the way around till I reach that stitch marker to within 6, and then we're going to do those joint single crochets. So I'll meet you back in a minute. Okay, so I figured that this is where I have to do my last double crochet, and then I'm going to make my 3, 2, and 3 joint double crochets there. So I'm just going to start the next one, and I will meet you at the stitch marker. So let me see if I can get on camera here to show you just a couple. So then you just do your double crochets all the way to within the last 6 stitches of this round. So just do this, put your stitch marker in, make your double crochets, and meet me at the stitch marker, or when you're done your last stitch, and then I will show you how to do that. So I'll meet you back. We're almost done. Okay, so I've reached my stitch marker, and now I have to make 3 joint double crochets over the next 6 stitches. So you go in 1, 2, yarn over all 3, that's 1. I ran out of memory again. So I did 1, so I have to do 2 and 1 more, and I'm back to my stitch marker. Okay, hopefully I did that right, and hopefully I showed you right. Yeah, so joint single crochet over next 2 stitches 3 times. So I just did that, and then it says following round, repeat last round. Repeat last round. Hang on, let me read it. Repeat last round, 79 stitches. So repeat. So now we're going to do this all over again. What we just did next round. So let's do that again. I'll just read it to you. So chain 1 single crochet in joining, drop a loop in each of the next 2 stitches, yarn over hook and draw through all 3 loops on hook, joint single crochet made. And then you do that 2 more times, so you make 3 of those. And then make, twice more. And then double crochet in each stitch. Sorry, well, just read the pattern. I've tried so hard to show you. It's a little bit complicated. And then double crochet in each stitch to within the last 6 stitches, and then you just do what I just did again, that joint 3 times. So the first time you do it, you do it 3 times because it explains how to do it, and then make it twice, and then you do the double crochets within last 6, and then you do that again. So just repeat that round one more time. I will repeat it one more time, and I'll meet you back at the following round. Yes, I'll be back. Okay, so that is done. I repeated that round. This is what the sleeve is looking like, starting to look like the way it's supposed to look like. Here's the bodice. Let me show you. Bodice. I'll try and show you. I know my camera does not have enough space really to show you, but this is it. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost done. Thanks for hanging in and following the pattern with me for this sleeve, the top of the sleeve. So now, I repeated this round right here. I repeated that. And now we are on the, what's it called? Next round. So we're right here. It says chain 3, and double crochet in next stitch. Next one stitch. So let me just do that and then I'll go to the next set of instructions. I just like doing it little by little, step by step. And I recommend you do the same. Otherwise you will get confused because it is kind of confusing. Let me get in the right spot here so I can show you where we are. Hold on. What's going on here? What's going on? Okay, here I am. So all I did was when I got to the stitch marker, I just joined it. Okay, so what did it just say to do? I forgot. Chain 3. Oh, there goes my thing here. Chain 3 and double crochet in next stitch. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet in the next stitch. So right in there. Okay, done. Then it says too, where are we here? Then there's a little asterisk. So it says make 3 double crochet clusters over 3 stitches, same as on round 2 of sleeve. Okay, let me just highlight it. So it says make 3 double crochet clusters over 3 stitches, same as on round 2 of sleeve. So when you go to round 2, chain 3 double crochet. I'm just trying to get to that part, holding back on the last loop of each, double crochet in each of the next 2 double crochets. Okay, I think I remember how to do that. So let me just look at it again. So it says make 3 double crochet clusters over next 3 stitches, same as on round 2. So 3 double crochet clusters. I just don't know if I remember how I did that, but I believe it's just going like this. So you go into 1 and then pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next one, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next one, pull through 2, then you have 4 stitches left and you pull through all. I believe that's how we did it last time. Pretty sure that's how we did it. 3 double crochet cluster made, because it was, yeah. Yes. Okay, so did I highlight that so I don't get confused? So make 3 double crochet clusters, repeat from, so now it says repeat from the asterisk to within last 2 stitches, double crochet in remaining stitches. So we're just going to keep doing that until we get to the last 2 stitches. So you go back here, put your stitch marker probably in here. These are the last 2 stitches. So I'm going to put my stitch marker in here, and I'm just going to keep doing that around, doing those 3 double crochet clusters. So I'm going to carry on doing that. I'll meet you back at the end of that round. We're almost done. Alright, this is what our sleeve is starting to look like. It looks good. Looks good. So what I ended up doing was I made one more of that cluster stitch, because when I got to my stitch marker, I still had a few stitches left. So I decided to do one more. And then I just joined. I joined at the last stitch. And here I am. Now I am on, let's see if I can remember where we are here. So now, where are we here? We are, what do we have to do here? Hang on a second. Okay, so we are on this part that says following round. Hopefully you can see it. It says chain 3, double crochet in each stitch around and join, and then you repeat. You do that again. So I'll just start. We're almost at the end of this puffy sleeve part of this beautiful dress. So we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and then double crochet in each stitch all the way around, just like this. And I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to shut the camera off, and then I'm going to do another round like this off camera, and I'll meet you at the very last round. And then I think you should be able to handle the shell stitch part of the sleeve, the beautiful flaring part of the sleeve. But I'll be back at the end of the second round of me going around in double crochets. Okay, so I've come to the end of the second double crochet round. I just want to show you how I did it, because I didn't show you in the first, when I started the first one. Let me just pull this out. So that's my stitch marker there. So, but I go into the last stitch, I make my final double crochet in there, just like that. And then I go to the top of the chain 3, and I go right to the very top, and I slip stitch to join. And then I put my stitch marker back in, just so I know where I start and where I finish. So it keeps me on track. So we're on one more row, and then we're done. And then I'm going to let you do the shell part on your own, because that part is pretty straightforward. So, okay, so the next round, all we have to do is chain 1, single crochet and joining, and in each stitch around, and then join to first single crochet. So, chain 1, go back into that joining, and make a single crochet, and then you're going to go all the way across, making single crochets all the way till you get back to the stitch marker, just like this. Very easy. I hope that I made this clear. I hope that it's easy to understand. I tried my best. I went through each section, just doing it little bit by little bit, because there's quite a few instructions. But if you go, take your time, I'm sure anybody can make this dress. It's not that hard. Okay, so I'll meet you back when I get to the stitch marker, and then we'll be done. Okay, so I'm at the end of the last round. I've made my last single crochet, and then you take out your stitch marker, and then you just simply join where that stitch marker was with a slip stitch. And that is the puffy part of that gorgeous Juliet dress sleeve. Isn't that beautiful? It's not that hard. It's just, it's a little bit tedious because there's a lot of little instructions that you have to follow in stitches. They're all kind of mixed up. There's no like pattern. There is a pattern, but it's it's a little bit confusing if you're not very familiar with reading patterns. And then from here on in, I believe you should be able to follow this. I can't do the whole thing because this is not one of my patterns, and it's a crochet along, so I just did this to help you out, people that were stuck, that got a little bit confused with it, the way it's written maybe. It's an older pattern written in the early 70s. So here it is. And then the other part is pretty easy, because then you work in the shell pattern, which is, it's easy. I found that part really, 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 really easy. So this is, I think, the most difficult part, is doing this sleeve out of the whole dress. And then the rest is pretty straightforward. So I hope this helped. I really do. I tried my best to do each step. It's lovely. I'd like to redo this dress in a cotton. in a nice light cotton. I think it would be beautiful for the summer. So maybe I'll make another one. But there it is. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped. And please post your photos on either my Facebook group, Craving Crochet, or on Craving Crochet blog. I would love to see your results. Okay, thank you. I hope it helped. We'll talk soon. We'll be back. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Let me show you something.